Very much. The gentleman, distinguished ranking members, recognized for any questions you may have.
Well, yeah, let me just say to my colleague on the Rules Committee, the gentleman from Texas, the Senate bill was a border security bill, and I'm happy to send him a copy over so he can review it. And it was this House that essentially killed it when Donald Trump called the Speaker and said, I don't want a solution, I'd rather have the issue in a campaign. The cynicism that surrounds this topic is appalling, and this bill falls into that category. You know, I unfortunately I'm going to handle this rule tomorrow on the floor, so I'll have a lot more to say. But let me just ask both of you. You know, did this bill that is before us have a hearing in the Judiciary Committee?
It did not.
Is that correct, Mr. Klein?
I would say that I believe that part of the bill, some of the issues in the bill were addressed at an earlier hearing, but this bill specifically did not.
Yeah, I think some of the, you reported a bill out on, I think, on the standing issue, but none of this other stuff has been, had a hearing. So there was no markup either, right? So no one had an opportunity to amend it?
No markup.
Was it reported out of, was there a vote to report it out of Judiciary?
No.
Yeah, and can I ask, like, why, if this is important, I mean, do we not believe in regular order around here, or what's going on?
Okay. We did mark up the standing language.
Right, but there's a whole nother part of this bill that's pretty significant, which had no hearing and no markup, no opportunity for amendments. And I don't understand, I mean, we're not doing anything of any consequence in this House. I don't understand why the Judiciary Committee couldn't meet and have a hearing on this bill, allow Democrats and Republicans to offer amendments, because, I mean, I think if this is a serious attempt and not just a cynical exploitation of a terrible tragedy, and you actually wanted to move this thing so that it might have a chance in the Senate and it might be sent to the President's desk, that you would seem to me you would follow regular order. I'm just trying to understand, is this just a press release? Is this just following Donald Trump's, you know, mandate to, you know, to keep to exploit the issue and not find a solution? I don't, again, why do we have committees around here if we're not going to have at least the appearance of regular order? Look, this is not a solution. This is a ploy to exploit a terrible tragedy, and it really sickens me that that's the route we're going here. But nonetheless, there seems to be a number of people on the other side that they wake up every day and they try to think of these things, driving wedges in our society, not solving this problem. And Mr. Nadler talked about the lack of resources to actually detain people. And there have been numerous requests and numerous attempts to try to provide more resources. And so the idea that we're asking the administration to do more, to detain more, and we're not even providing them the resources to detain the people that right now they have in custody seems to me to be, again, to be appalling. Look, this young woman who was killed was 22 years old. As I said at the beginning, my daughter is 22 years old. My heart aches for their family. This is a terrible tragedy. And if we were actually serious around here, we would have approached this issue quite differently. You would have had a hearing. You would have had a markup. There would have been an attempt to try to win bipartisan support. There would have been an attempt to engage the administration more seriously. But we're not doing serious work around here. I'll have more to say on the floor tomorrow, but I yield back my time.
Gentlelady from Minnesota is recognized for any questions she may have for the panel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.